Hey, it's Rob Hefner here for the town of Pinetop-Lakeside, Talk of the Town. Today we've got a pretty cool topic. We've got the new CEO of Summit Healthcare, Jeff Comer. How are you doing, sir?
I'm great. How are you today, Rob?
Doing well. So you just experienced one of the fun hailstorms here, huh?
I did. Yeah, I almost missed this podcast because I got caught up in the hailstorm.
Yeah, so, we get it all.
Yep.
And just in case you're wondering, all the way till Memorial Day before we're done with snow.
Gotcha.
And people found that out just recently because, spring break started with snow and ended with snow.
Ended with snow, yeah.
Awesome. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about you, your background. So where'd you start life? Where'd that all begin?
Arizona. I'm born and raised here in Arizona. This is home. I grew up in Phoenix until junior high, and then we moved to Flagstaff. So junior high and high school in Flagstaff, and remember playing Sholo and football and baseball and all that kind of stuff. So although I love Sholo, I still got to cheer for the Eagles, I will admit. But left from there, went to ASU, and then kind of went from there. But Arizona's definitely home for me.
Very cool. So we're going to claim you too, by the way, because I think Summit Healthcare actually sits within the area that's Blue Ridge.
It does. Yes, it does.
There you go.
Yes, it does. Yes.
So even though you're Sholo,
that's true. Yeah, I should say. Yeah.
We're going to claim you here up here in Pinetop-Lakeside. Okay, so all in Arizona. What did you do? Let's say after high school. What happened after high school?
Well, so first off, if you told me I was going into this field, I would have said you're absolutely crazy. Being a hospital administrator was the last thing on my mind because my father was a hospital administrator. He ran Flag, medical center, and at that age, you don't want to do what your parents did. And I was kind of in my little rebellion stage, I guess, as dramatic as that happened to be. But I went to ASU and I became a psychology major. I just loved psychology, became fascinated by it, and took the Psych 101, and that kind of made me transition into being a psych major. And it was funny. I took organizational behavior. And I started talking to Dad, and I said, Dad, I love organizational behavior. It's fascinating to me. He said, well, hospitals are about as complicated and crazy as it gets. So I said, okay, well, let's do that. And that was the extent of my decision-making process to go into this career. And from there, I went to graduate school, got my master's, and then started in the field. And I've loved it ever since. It's been a great career for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many different hospitals have you been involved with?
Oh, I've got to think about it. I've been a CEO I'm going to age myself here, 23 years, I believe it is. So I've run a lot of hospitals, large ones, small ones. I've run a couple of companies, and I'm just at a point in life where I wanted to kind of settle down a little bit more. And my wife and I were in Texas most recently, and we were happy as could be. The hospitals there were great. We were happy living there. But I heard about this job, and I just jumped on it, a chance to come back home where I grew up, and our hope is to spend the rest of our career here. So I've run a lot of hospitals, but hopefully this is my last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, what things are going on at Summit? I mean, we had a big thing going on. They built the new building.
Yep.
They got that all set up. They're ready to go, and boom, COVID hits.
Yeah.
At that point in time, the old CEO, he retired, and then the new one came in, and he was there for a while, and then he went. So
right.
Where are we at?
There's been a lot of turnover. I know after he left, there were a couple of interims that came in, and so there's been just a huge transition, which is always tough for an organization. So I'm here. I've been here 4 months. I don't know where the time's gone. It's really flown by, but I'm focused 100% on growth. There's been a lot of rumors that are still out there that we're selling, we're being acquired, we're merging. None of that is true. I am spending 0% of my time on anything related to selling, closing, merging, anything along those lines. We are growing, we're expanding, we're recruiting new doctors. I do know a few docs left over the last few years. We're getting them replaced, new docs coming in. So we've got cardiology is really growing. We've got a new gastroenterologist coming on board. We've got 2 or 3 general surgeons we're bringing on board. One of them is kind of working through his contract still, so hopefully we'll get that signed this week. If that's the case, we'll have 3 new ones. New OBGYN, just all kinds of different specialists we're looking at. So again, growth is really 99% of my focus.
Awesome. Cool. That sounds great.
Yeah.
So all of those things are great. How do people find out more about what's going on, or if they have they have questions or things like that? What's the
Yeah.
best way to interface?
Well, anybody can contact me directly. I'm happy to take calls, emails, so I can provide all that information. But I think what's most exciting, we are trying to get much more involved in the community again. I think the last few years we kind of backed away from that.
Yep.
I would say 50% of my time is outside of the hospital now, trying to get the public involved, the community involved, get everybody re-engaged with the hospital, explain what's going on, introduce the new doctors so people can get to meet them. So, for example, we're doing, really excited about this, we're doing a monthly lunch and learn. We did one last month over cardiology. So we had Dr. Murray and Dr. Sumar come. They talked to the crowd. It's really fun for the community to meet the docs without their lab coats on, just, more the personal level. They told about their background, why they went into medicine, and then they started answering questions. So we're going to do that every month. We've got diabetes symposium coming up this week, and then we're going to have neurology and a few others. So I think in June, I believe it's June, I'm going to talk about the hospital, where we're going, what our challenges are, what's going well, what we're growing, what we're expanding. So I believe that one will be in June. But that lunch and learn is a great chance for the community to come in, meet our staff. I'm there at all of them. We've got doctors there, and just very informal, very relaxed. So a lot of things like that we want to do. More things like the podcast that we're doing right now. There's just everything we can do to get out in the community and tell everybody how proud we are to be your hospital and the great things we have going on.
So do people, to do the lunch and learn, do they have to pre-register?
Nope.
Do they need to, they just show up?
They can if they want, or just show up.
Okay.
Yep, just show up. And on our website, it has the listing of what those are going to be.
And we'll give you that link down below.
Yeah,
That's pretty easy.
perfect.
So put your contact. Anything else you want to let people know?
Just, as you'd asked, I've run a lot of hospitals. I've seen lots of rural hospitals, lots of big city hospitals. And I think sometimes when you've been in a community your whole life and maybe never moved, lived in Pinetop, lived in Show Low, lived in the primary service area, you don't realize what a special hospital you've got here. And I know it's been through a rough couple years from a community perception and some of the changes that were made, but we offer so many specialties that are not typical for a community this size. I mean, medical oncology, plastic surgery, cardiology. We've got an EP physician we're bringing on, electrophysiologist that we're bringing on, does like pacemakers and those types of things. All the surgeons, we've got ENT, urology. We've just got such a broad range of specialists here, and we offer every imaging modality, and it's just a very unique little hospital. So we're very proud of it. And I just want the community to know that this is a great, high-quality, 5-star hospital. We're one of 5 hospitals in Arizona that's a 5-star hospital.
Indeed.
Very proud of that. And come on over, check us out. We're happy to take care of the community and be a part of it.
Okay. Once again, Jeff Comer. He's the CEO of Summit Healthcare. Yeah. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You betcha. And just a reminder, if you have any other questions, comments, just drop a note down below, and we'll get back to you soon.